Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on and do Q&As. We didn't do Q&As last week, so I got a couple from the weeks before that I'm going to go ahead and answer today as well. And just as a reminder, these are for educational purposes only and should not be used as medical advice. So if you have any medical concerns, please consult your doctor. And here we go. All right, so there are a few different signs to tell if your baby is being overfed. One is if they're gaining more weight than average, extreme gas or burping, or after feeding there's a lot of irritability or regurgitation. Other things to look out for is if they have 8 or more heavily wet diapers a day, or if they're having some sleep disturbances throughout the night. Those are other things that can show they might be overfed. Okay, so this is really going to depend on where you're giving birth, down to your state, your city, your hospital. So there's so many differences there. They're usually going to test you and your partner for COVID right before you give birth, and then everyone you're with and whoever's in the room with you will be handed a mask. You will also most likely get a mask to wear until you're in labor, and then a lot of times the hospitals won't make the mom wear a mask as she's in labor. Again, it just depends on the hospital. Again, it's different at every single place that you can give birth, so the best thing to do would be to call wherever you're going, whatever hospital, and see what their procedures are right now. So as long as your baby's getting fed and getting enough milk, this really isn't a bad thing. If they keep avoiding that side, start on the preferred side, and then you can eventually move to the other when they're not super hungry and they might try on that side better. And I do want to mention there are many different reasons why babies might do this. Sometimes they just have a preference. It could be the nipple size is different. It could be the flow is different. The taste is different. So a lot of different things to consider there. But if you keep trying and they keep avoiding that side, it's totally okay. I would just stick to breastfeeding on the comfortable side, and then on the other side, I would pump so then you can still get that milk and you're not engorged on that side. All right, so there are many different reasons why your baby could be on a nursing strike. It could be a new deodorant or soap you're using, so your scent's a little bit different throughout the day. They could feel your stress, so if you're stressed about something, the baby can feel that. Maybe you could also have sore gums and noticing pain throughout the day, or even on certain side, if they have like an ear infection, sometimes babies will avoid nursing. It could also be your milk supply, whether it's decreased or increased, if the letdown is going really quickly or it's slower. There's so many different things that can affect it. And finally, it could be a new nursing routine they're getting used to. So your son's gonna be your biggest key indicator for if he's getting enough. So if he's gaining weight, if he has enough wet diapers, and if he seems content after eating, those are all good signs that he's getting enough. So those are definitely signs of oversupply. Some other signs are your breast never feeling really empty or refilling very quickly, a gassy baby, or spitting up a lot are all signs of oversupply. Unfortunately, your milk can decrease at really any time. A lot of women will notice it between 6 and 9 months postpartum, just because your milk is really starting to regulate at that time to its mature milk. But there are many other reasons why this could happen as well. A couple different things that can affect your milk supply. It could be menstruation, it could be a new work environment or changes in work, stressful situations. Also, if your baby is going through a growth spurt, you might just not feel like you're getting enough milk because your baby is going to be wanting more and wanting to feed more often. So definitely pay attention to those different changes around you and see if that is what is affecting your milk supply.
And if you're not following us yet, be sure to follow us at Mommy Knows Best on Instagram. And remember, if you're watching this and doubting yourself, you are a great mom. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week.